This was a former Birmingham City Council housing office, which unfortunately it's now closed. The reason they closed it was to save money and to, in theory, become more efficient, which looks very good on paper because it will save you money, and if people are accessing it online, it will become more efficient. But unfortunately, when it comes to homelessness, you're actually dealing with some of the most vulnerable people in our society. Obviously, for them to be homeless, there's vulnerability there. They need someone to talk to face, someone who can reassure them and give them confidence. A lot of these people will have language barriers, they may be victims of domestic violence, and they also, some of them will have mental health issues. So they need a face-to-face service, someone they can speak to directly, someone to reassure them. And obviously, being homeless, a lot of them will not have internet access. So I really can't understand, for this small saving, why we are allowing the most vulnerable in our society to suffer.
Exactly. This is the biggest city council in Europe. To deprive the people of Birmingham this service is a huge letdown.
I mean, as you said, this is the biggest local authority in the whole of Western Europe, and its budget is over £4.5 billion a year. Birmingham City Council is the largest local authority in Western Europe. It's got a budget of about £4.5 billion. So really, this is not a big issue for them, and it's not a big saving, but the effect on the vulnerable people, those people who need the help the most, is quite severe, because a lot of them are homeless. They may have had to leave home in difficult situations where there's domestic violence. They need to be able to come somewhere, talk to someone, and get that help direct and urgent.
Or what people really want is this service back and up and running again.
I mean, yes, I would really push the council to reopen this, or to make clear what provision they do have for those who are most vulnerable, those who are escaping domestic violence, those who do have mental health issues, because it's not readily known in the community what or where they should go. Because I knew previously this was the place. So if I knew people, or I met people who were in these vulnerable situations, I would refer them here. I'm not aware of where they should be going now, and I'm sure they're not publicizing it widely. All they're saying is access this online. So as I said, a lot of these people do not have firstly, they don't have the online internet access, and secondly, even where they do have the online internet access, they do have vulnerabilities which do not make it possible for them to access this, or sometimes they'll just be afraid and scared. So they need that reassurance, they need that human interaction.